Hello, 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 hello. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the Walking Journey. I'm your host here, Anthony. So, I want to share with you guys a quick Bible verse that is going to tie into a lot that I'm gonna be speaking about today on my live stream. And this is coming out of the book of Jasher, chapter 63, and I'm going to begin at verse 5. Well, actually, I'm going to begin at verse 4, just to give you a little historical background here. And it says, "And it came to pass in those days, in the 102nd year of Israel's going down to Egypt, that Pharaoh, king of Egypt, died, and Melio, his son, reigned in instead. And all the mighty men of Egypt, and all that generation which knew Joseph and his brethren, died in those days. And another generation rose up in their instead, which had not known the sons of Jacob, and all the good which they had done to them, and all their might in Egypt. Therefore all Egypt began from that day forth to embitter the lives of the sons of Jacob, and to afflict them with all manner of hard labor, because they did not know their ancestors who had delivered them in the days of the famine." Make sure you guys hit the like button, please. Comment, rate, subscribe. Follow me on Rumble for exclusive content over there, and Bitchute, please. And I'm just going to share three more verses which tie into what I'm saying. Also, check out the crypto links below if you guys are interested in getting at least $20 in free Bitcoin. Let me know. Let me go. Anyways, verse 6, "Therefore all Egypt began from that day forth to embitter the lives of the sons of Jacob, and to afflict them with all manner of hard labor, because they did not know their ancestors who had delivered them in the days of the famine. And this was also from the Lord, for the children of Israel, to benefit them in the latter days, in order that all the children of Israel might know the Lord their God, and in order to know the signs and mighty wonders which the Lord would do in Egypt on account of his people Israel, in order that the children of Israel might fear the Lord God of their ancestors, and walk in all his ways, they and their seed after them all the days. Melio was 20 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 94 years, and all Egypt called his name Pharaoh after the name of his father, as it was their custom to do every king who reigned over them in Egypt." All right, that's all. That's all I wanted to read. I already noticed I got 0 viewers. I'm not surprised. That's communist YouTube for you. But lately, I've been live streaming it on Rumble. In case you guys were wondering what I was reading, I think that was Jasher chapter 62. You guys could go back and see what I said. The point that I'm trying to make there is everything that's been going on in this country, right? It's you see how like it says there that not it's not just the Egyptians that forgot who was the Lord and what Joseph did for Egypt, because they went through the famine, 7-year famine. And then the sons of Jacob, all his other brothers, all they did for Egypt, all the struggles and all the prosperity that they brought Everybody forgot about that. That whole generation died off. All the brothers, Joseph, the king, they all died off. Yeah, I trust the book of Jasher. I mean, when I read it, I'm inspired. It uplifts me. It fills me. It's if you read it along with the book of Genesis and other biblical books that are part of the 66. I mean, they all complement one another. It's like I'm not gonna get into that because that's not what the whole live stream is gonna be about. But yeah, I read the book of Jasher. I don't see nothing wrong with it. The book of Jasher is mentioned 3 times in the 66 books, and Samuel, I believe, is First King is the other one. Uh, no, is mentioned in Joshua, First Samuel, and is also mentioned in, I want to say, either First or Second Timothy in the New Testament when it talks about Moses and that rebellion. But anyways, I'm not gonna get into those details. It's all scriptures is inspired by the Holy Spirit. Like, why would somebody go out of the way to write all that down? The book of Jasher means the book of the upright or the book of the righteous. It's a very historical book too. So I mean, but anyways, it says there clearly, so the Israelites could turn back to God. So I mean, I can sit there and read it to you again. But what I'm trying to say is like everything that's going on in this country is kind of like what the Israelites were going through. The Lord put them in hardship with because if you read like a chapter before that, that it says there that the Israelites lived in wealth. They had vineyards, they had property, they had wealth, they had power because of Joseph, and then even after Joseph died, because of the sons of Jacob, the other brothers, they had standing in the government. I mean, they had a good. So the first thing that when the king, the pharaoh, the king, and the last one that died was the Levi died. What's the first thing they did? Just like in communist countries, they do, or socialism, like they're trying to bring here and in Mexico and in many of the economic world forum countries. The first thing they do is they want to go after property rights. That's exactly what they did with the Israelites. It says that they first took the vineyards away, then they took the lands, and last they took their wealthy homes. It says they had wealthy homes and they embitter their lives. How do you embitter their lives? You start creating racial conflicts. I already imagine like not letting the Israelites eat in certain restaurants or take away their jobs. I mean, if you read on it, it tells you how they eventually made them slaves. And it says it right here. Look, now think about it. If the Israelites really wanted to, they probably would have never left. If you think about it, they probably would have never left Egypt. Let's see. Let's read that part again. Let me read it to you guys one more time. Uh, okay, there we go. I should have just kept it open. What was I thinking? Now I gotta look for it. The book of Jasher. The book of Jasher. The book of Jasher. All right. It says here in Jasher chapter 63, verse 7. And this was also from the Lord for the children of Israel to benefit them in the latter days, in order that all the children of Israel might know the Lord their God, and in order to know the signs and mighty wonders which the Lord would do in Egypt on account of his people Israel, in order that the children of might fear the Lord their God of their ancestors and walk in all their ways, and they and their seed after them all the days. So what I'm trying to say is, what are we going through this nation? Look what Kamala Harris, Camel Toe, is proposing. Perfect example. Camel Toe is proposing under her tax plan an unrealized tax, which would affect all properties. That's really bad enough in this nation, which is a huge problem as it is, all over the country, property taxes. You don't even own your property. And then some of you wonder why your rents are so expensive. Case in point, Harris County, Houston, Texas. It's it's an hour drive south of me, not far away from you. For me, it is a blue county. It is predominantly black African Americans, so it's a blue county, and it is the most liberal county in Texas. It's not Austin, the city of Austin, like most people believe. Yeah, it's blue over there. Californians live over there. They call it the San Diego of Texas, but in reality, Houston is the most blue liberal county. That's where the young lady named Jocelyn got murdered by the two Venezuela illegal aliens that crossed over due to camel toast policies and Joe Biden's open borders. Look what they're planning to do. They're going to do an 8% property tax increase, which they already have some of the highest property taxes in the state. Now, Kamala Harris is planning, I believe I heard, my understanding last time it was going to be like a 33%. Oh, what are the odds? 33%? 33 number, right? Unrealized tax. It's called unrealized, um, um, what they call it? Unrealized gains, if I'm correct. Actually, I can't remember the top of my head. I got up really early. I'm doing this live stream late at night. But anyways, it's called unrealized. So like any equity that your house has that let's say your house went up $200,000, right? Or even the equity that you never pull out of your house, or let's say you never sell your house, they want to do it's practically, in other words, a federal is property taxes at the federal level. So if you're living in places like Harris County where you're already paying $10,000 and up in property taxes, can you imagine a 33%, what they're going to call unrealized taxes? So anything that goes up in value or has value in it, they call it unrealized capital gains. Yeah, capital gains. They want to tax. And properties are going to be taxed at the federal level. So if you're already paying 10%, the $10,000, can you imagine having to pay an additional $15,000 a year on your property? So what did the Egyptians do when they gained full control once Joseph was dead, his brothers were gone because they died because they were too old, and then the new pharaoh came on, and he died. The other pharaoh died. They knew about Joseph, and he loved the Israelites for everything they did for Egypt. What they do, it says that they went after the vineyards, they went after the lands, and then they went after all the nice houses. I'm not gonna sit there and look for it. I could read it to you. Some of them don't believe in the book of Jasher, but I'll leave it to you guys to get a copy and read it for yourself. But that's exactly what they're doing. What does the World Economic Forum, that is in alliance with the Democrat Party, the Socialist, um, Communists, One Worlder, the Democrat Party, and including some in the Republican parties. Don't misunderstand me. I'm personally not a Republican or a Democrat, but I'm just telling you the Unit Party, what they're up to. They say own nothing and be happy. Or in the words of Camel Toe recently, where she said we're all gonna be the same, except for her. But can you imagine how many people out here are already struggling with property taxes, and they're talking about a federal level of property tax? Now some of you are gonna come up here and tell me that's not true, you misunderstood, but I'm just telling you how it is, okay? I'm just telling you the facts, what is being reported and what is being planned with this government. They're coming after private property. And that's exactly what they did to the Israelites, because they also forgot, like it says right there, they also forgot the ways of the Lord. It doesn't say only the Egyptians forgot about about um about that generation. It says all of them. We read here in Jasher chapter 63 verse 5, and another generation rose up in there instead, which knew not the sons of Jacob and all the good which they done to them, and all their might in Egypt. See, I'm telling you, that whole generation died off. So it was also the Israelites they forgot. The Israelites were living good. And people here have been living good, including all the immigrants that have been here since the late 70s and above. Everybody's been living comfortably. And a lot of the people have died. A lot of that generation has died. And you got this new generation like Camel Toe, which she's actually younger than me, I believe. And these people don't know what the heck is going on. They're actually, I don't know what's going on through their mind. But what I'm trying to tell you is people have it so good that they're forgetting the ways of the Lord. Everybody's forgotten the ways of the Lord. And I wanted to share with you guys a video, but now that I think about it, because I have to wear my Bluetooth, I don't think you guys are gonna be able to hear it. I don't think it's gonna work. I wanted to share with you guys a video. I really wanted to share with you guys a video, but I don't think you guys are gonna be able to hear it. I don't think. And you know what I'm trying to tell you guys? And it says there. Hold on, let me read to you that other part again, in case you guys missed it. You guys are barely watching. And it says there, verse 6, and therefore all Egypt began from that day forth to embitter the lives of the sons of Jacob and to afflict them with all manner of hard labor. What was going on here? Inflation. You got to work harder now to get ahead. I just saw a report that a lot of people got a part-time job because they had not known their ancestors who delivered them in the days of the famine. See, it's not just the Egyptians. It was mostly the Israelites that forgot. And in reality, the Egyptians didn't forget because they immediately took everybody's land. They took the vineyards. They took the nice big houses. You know what? I better look for that. They're gonna be like, oh wow, this guy's making up stories. And okay, that's chapter 63. Uh, let me see. Hold on. That's the part that got my attention was the first thing they did, they took away private property. And that's exactly what they want to do here. They want to take our private property. I'm telling you guys, they're coming after everything, man. Oh, goodness, hold on. I don't think it's there. I want to read to you that, guys, where it says they took their property away. Uh, it's just like we gotta be warned about this whole private property thing, man. It's just it's very, very important. Private property is so important. And I just heard something very shocking today. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I should have. Oh, here it is. I found it. I found it. Thank you guys for having patience with me. It's actually the same chapter, chapter 63, and it starts at verse 2. And it came to pass after the death of Levi, which was the last of the 12 brothers. The first one that died was Joseph. They died of old age. When all Egypt saw that the sons of Jacob, the brethren of Joseph, were dead, and all the Egyptians began to afflict the children of Jacob. That's what they've been doing here in the U.S. They've been afflicting the population. They've been. Well, you get the idea. And to embitter their lives from the day on to the day they're going forth from Egypt. So what's going on? And people are struggling. People are embittered. People are not happy. You see reports of road raging, people breaking into stores and stealing everything. People are not happy. Um, and they took from their hands all the vineyards, listen to this, the fields which Joseph had given unto them pretty, in all the fat of Egypt. So the fat is, they should say the food, the wealth, the money. They cleaned up their bank accounts. I mean, the government took it all. And the Egyptians took all from the sons of Jacob in those days. And I'm telling you, own nothing and be happy. You see that? It tells you the process how they fell into slavery. And eventually the Egyptians tricked the Israelites, the new generation, tricked them into slavery. And we're being deceived here. We're being tricked. Own nothing and be happy. Oh, you don't have to own all these CDs anymore. Get a membership with Spotify. Get a membership with iHeartRadio. Get a ship with Pandora. Just pay $6 a month, $9 a month, whatever the membership. Oh, like, oh, I'd rather do that than carry all my CDs. Oh, I don't need a CD player in my car. Own nothing and be happy. So then when nobody owns CDs anymore, and you notice how like Best Buy suddenly decided not to sell CDs. So mysteriously, Redbox decided to go bankrupt. Oh, and then they get rid of all the red boxes. So now you can't even rent a movie anywhere unless you go to the library. But who knows how long that's going to be there for. Can't even buy it. You probably still buy DVDs and CDs somewhere, right? But what's going to happen once all the CDs are gone? You can't even get DVDs anymore. What's going to happen with all that? And I'm going to tell you guys something. I've made the mistake. If you own any DVDs, Blu-ray, or remember you guys those high definition CDs that for the movies that Blu-ray when Blu-ray run Sony won, keep them, man. And even if you have those big giant laser discs, or even if you still got VHS, I'm sure some people still have VHS out there. Man, hold on to them for dear life. Hold on to them for dear life. If you own a vehicle, free and clear, don't sell it. Keep it. Now hear me out on this. You're gonna say, "Well, I don't need an extra car." No, keep it. I'm telling you, man. Just keep it, man. Hold on to it. Because now you're going to be paying a membership. One day you're going to want to watch a movie and it's not the same. Look what happened to me. My Nintendo Wii, I sold it. I had a ton of games I downloaded from the Wii Shop channel. Those games are gone. My two Nintendo 3DS systems that I had handheld, my kids broke them. The games that I downloaded are gone. But see, if I had physical copies, they were not integrated in the system, I still have my games. And with Nintendo, you can't even re-download them. It's like they don't even have record of it. And I'm telling you, you're not gonna be able to download your music or anything because you're gonna have to pay a membership. And not only that, with the social credit score that's coming in the future, that they want to implement these leftist globalists in the Democrat Party, including the Republican Party, but mostly in the Democrat Party. They want to make it so like if you're being a bad boy, you're being a bad person, and the future see us that we were born before this new world system that they want to implement. We know about the good old days, Super Nintendo, cassettes, DVDs, Blu-ray, going to buy software at the store and install it on your computer. We know about the good old days. We have that option, but one day we're gonna die. Or we might just die just because being old or whatever the reason we're just gonna die. Then the new generation is gonna come out and they're not gonna know that freedom. They're not gonna know that. So when the social credit score system comes around and nobody owns nothing, this generation is coming. They're gonna think that's normal. And what's gonna happen is God is gonna have to embitter our lives through these Egyptians, and hopefully we turn back to the Lord. And I think also that's why some of the things are happening, because we have to turn back to the Lord. And that's what it is. And that's what my live stream is about. Just have a little patience with me. I'll get into it. It's all gonna connect together. Sorry guys, I'm drinking something because it's humid and hot and I'm sitting in my car. I don't want to be inside, to be honest with you. But it's all connected. And you see how history repeats itself? History repeats itself. There's nothing new under the sun. Don't be mistaken that, oh, this is the modern time. Like I just heard a shocking, like I was mentioning earlier, a shocking statistics that 19% of the people consider themselves homosexual out of all the letters. And that is shocking. That is a cancer that is going around in society. That is the death of a civilization, guys. And that's why all these bad stuff is happening in this country, because of stuff like that and other things. People treat each other bad. People talk bad about other people. People mistreat others. People beat their children. People abuse their spouse. People are getting divorced. All that, there's consequences to all that. People can give you all the excuses they want for their actions, but I mean, only God knows their hearts and what really happened. But that's why he is embittering our lives in this nation. And voting is not going to get us out of this. We can't vote our way out of this. We have to, like it says right here, verse 7, and this was also from the Lord for the children of Israel to benefit them in the latter days, or in order that all the children might know the Lord their God. Okay, I'm sorry guys if I hadn't read the comments. Let me catch up with the comments. David S. What's up? David is Low Roller Scratcher in the house. We got David is. Hey guys, Low Roller, you're buying more Bitcoin. You know that they got a, you know they have a Joe Biden big cryptocurrency. Okay, handle of seeds. Answer this, please. If Esau is for the end of the world and Jacob for the next, doesn't that mean that communism would control everything? So then that plan, you can't stop God's plan yet, because people don't repent. And this is worse than communism. What they're planning to do. Communism is just the root. It's just the root of it all. But I mean, this is worse than communism. Think about it. They could shut you down, own nothing, and be happy. You say something about the government, the media, or some politician, or something you disagree with, or you act like a fool at, like all those people that like to scream their heads off at the restaurant. They shut you down. You can't access your Pandora, your iHeart Radio. You can't turn on your car. And if you live in an area in a rural, well, they don't want us to live in a rural area, but let's say you live in an area where there's no public transportation, you might have to walk almost a whole day just to get to work, assuming they let you go to work. And that's the evil plan that they got. And that's worse than communism. Because in communism, they can't control you that much. I mean, but this is worse than communism. And is the satanic new world order. And but I mean, you see a manifestation of all this, like I said, is the consequences of people only thinking about ambition, getting rich. I mean, look at the churches today. They are a complete failure. They have failed heaven. They don't follow the ways of the Lord. They don't. They just don't, man. Somebody at work was listening to this preacher, and all he talks about is motivation. Motivation is you're gonna be this. You could prosper one day. That's all he talks about is prosperity. Prosperity this. Prosperity that. You can do it. You can feel better. It's all about making you feel better. But what are you doing for God? You're not doing nothing for God. He don't speak against sin. He don't speak about repentance. And to me, he's the biggest charlatan in the world. So that's the condition of the people today. That's why all these things are happening. That's why all these things are happening. Well, and they go after private property. And you got to remember, God gives us of life of living in abundance, right? Remember Christ, he multiplied the fish and the loaves of bread. He took the coin out of the fish out of the pond. I mean, out of the pond. Remember all that? What is their kingdom? You have to save electricity. You have to save on gas. Look at how they're building the vehicles. Oh, you got to get 100 miles to the gallon. It's always they're already getting used to. They're trying to get the population used to lacking and always being in a constant state of conservation and turn off the light, don't turn on the air conditioner, put everything in the bank, save for your retirement. It's no longer, well, the government's gonna help you when you're old and give you a retirement plan, or your job is gonna give you a pension plan when you get old. It's no longer that. It's a future of lacking, of poverty, and the kingdom is different. God is different. Life, and a life in abundance. Behold, the days are coming, says the Lord, that I will send a famine on the land, not a famine of bread, nor thirst or for water, but for hearing the words of the Lord. With this being said, it was foretold that there will be a falling away. There isn't, therefore, isn't it God's plan? Well, yeah, it's the consequences of all that, but you don't have to be a part of it. I'm not gonna go to that guy's church, and all he talks about is making you feel good. I mean, that guy just drinking a pina colada and waiting for God's judgment. No, save yourself. You know what I mean? Save yourself. Like I said, the plan of the Democrat Party is, again, living in a constant state of fear and conservation. God is a kingdom of life in abundance. Okay, you left your cell phone plugged into the wall, or you decided to drive faster to work that day, or you bought a V8, and you don't have to worry about your gas mileage, because it's a life in abundance. You know what I mean? You accidentally left the light on all night because you fell asleep. You're not gonna be stressed out in the morning that your light bill is gonna be expensive. I'm telling you this from personal experience, and I don't like to live that way. But I mean, the Lord will provide, and you guys gotta wake up. But then again, these people, they got the people so brainwashed in the population that they believe that having children, I'm not going to name the demographics of this country who have been brainwashed, because I would have to do that on Rumble, not on here. But they're living in this constant, the Bible says, be fruitful and multiply. And honestly, I believe God blesses a family. Everybody else having children except for one demographic, because they've been so brainwashed. So the Democrat Party has to campaign on, well, you're going to be able to murder your children even after the baby, the child is born. As they call it now, after birth abortion, like Tampon Tim and Camel Toe are promising that you can murder your children after they're born. And then they want the government to be able to pay for our tax dollars. So immediately they're confiscating our income illegally to pay for murder. And that's what the Democrat Party, but they want to take away your property rights, they want to take your guns, they want to take your economy away, they want you to live in fear, they want you to live in own nothing and be happy, like I said, a constant state of conservation. And that's opposite of the promises of God, all because people forget where they came from. And I don't know, I think we need to repent, be baptized in the name of Jesus Christ, and and we'll see what happens. But I'm telling you guys, let's see, September, October, November, December, 4 months. 4 months. If you want to include January, that's five. November is the elections, right? I'm gonna be honest with you. Since before the debate, 1 month prior to the debate, the election was over. The election was over. It's been decided. Trump, the election was handed over to Trump 1 month before Joe Biden was forced out of the campaign. The election was it's been over. But now we got to see what the people decide and to see what roadblocks and what happens. And as we can see, I don't know if you guys saw my video. Hold on, I'm gonna do a test. I'm gonna need your help with this, guys. Though I'm gonna need your help. So I want to see. Okay, hold on. Why is my phone slow? So slow. I don't understand. Really? Gotta be joking. Hello, everyone. Hold on, guys. I guess I'm not ready. Are currently having a Can you guys let me know? Can you hear that? It is about almost 7 o'clock in the afternoon. Look Can you guys hear that? Please, someone let me know. No power. This is the green. Can you tell me what I'm saying? Deal. It's very hot today. I'm barely opening the refrigerator a little bit to show you guys. Look, we have no power. I used to put up. Can you hear that recording? Now I come to Texas. Can you tell me what I said? Here also. Look at this, guys. We have no Okay, cool, cool. That's what I wanted to know. That's what I wanted to know. That's all I need to know. Okay, so I want to share a video. I want to share, guys, with you guys a video. Let me find it first. That's why I brought the speaker and I borrowed my wife's phone because I don't have all the fancy gadgets and I'm not gonna sit there and waste my time. If I got a minimum of 1,000 views a video, I would do it. Or like when I used to get my 500 views a video back in the days. Without all, back then, I remember I only had 700 subscribers here on YouTube when I had my old channel. Every video got 500, 1,000 views. I didn't care about the subscriber count. I was just looking at the view count at the time. And actually, I was getting AdSense revenue every month. I clearly remember. But again, those days are gone with all the shadow banning and all that. Okay, let me catch up on the comments first. Uh, Timmy Timmy 2 says B40. Okay, they say Scooter says this will be very dangerous. This will be a very dangerous period. Okay, no power, green no deal. Yeah, rolling blackouts. That's something I have to deal with now. Because they're in the constant state of that's what they do in communist countries. They have rolling blackouts. They with the rolling blackouts, there's a bunch of people that are brainwashed already. Oh, it's the climate change. The climate change is too hot. The media's right. And then they actually believe that's the reason why. Hondo C says, my whole point is the locust army and Satan are God's servants. You have to have a negativity to bring forth a positive. When you understand this, the worry goes away. Yeah, easier said than done. Once you're gonna be living through it, hopefully that positivity stays with you. One idiot guy gave, I already know, man, $50. Zufo says keep people scared. Keeps people scared. Yep. All right, check this out, guys. Hopefully this is the video. Hopefully it's the video. I know I uploaded one on Odyssey from my old channel. A lot of my prophecy videos are on there, but this is my wife's phone, so I don't know how the heck. Hold on. Let's listen to this and let's see how things line up. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Walking Journey. I'm your humble host here, named Anthony. Today is July the 30th. 2020. We got a lot of mosquitoes here. I got the kitty cat over there, the stray cat, and I got a avocado tree here growing in the back. Hope you guys are doing awesome. I'm in Conroe, Texas. Today's a beautiful day. Uh, Now, if you look at the video, do you see how overweight I am? I made that like 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Make sure you guys hit the like button, please. And most of all, share this video with everyone you know. This is very important information coming from the other side, the Most High. And I say it by faith. I was a believer in Christ Jesus. And I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm here to expose what's really going on in our current situation. So if you're watching this in future replay, make sure to check the upload date. Anyways, God bless you guys. Again, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Well, anyways, guys, I hope you guys are doing great in the YouTube world. Let me share to you what I saw, what happened this morning to me. I woke up like around 11:30 this morning. It was kind of early for me, so I went back to sleep because I work the evening into the night shift. So it's important for me as a truck driver by trade to get my sleep. Well, anyways, my dream started after I went back to sleep. I'm working at McDonald's. As I got hired at McDonald's in my dream to be a truck driver. So I'm holding a baby and I'm cradling the baby. The baby's kind of crying. I guess the baby belonged to somebody that worked there, possibly the manager, supervisor. I don't know. It has not much to do with the rest of the dream, but I'm trying to be visual and warm you up to so you guys can get an idea of what's going on. So I'm cradling the baby, and I'm like, I have children myself. So then the lady tells me inside and help. Go inside and help inside the restaurant. So I overheard another coworker there. I remember clearly it was a black guy, and he was telling the manager or the supervisor. Actually, I'm not even sure. Talking about doing a button hook, and it's truck driving jargon. And I said, well, I know how to do all that. So then I jumped to another part of the dream. I'm trying to be visual, guys. So if I said there was a pig or a bird in the dream, an example, right? Is what's going on in my dream. So you guys can start warming up your mind because my dreams are very visual. I wish I could just plug in like an extension cord into my brain so you guys can see what I saw, but I can't. So I'm trying to be as visual as possible. I was in the lobby of the McDonald's cradling a baby, okay? And anyway, so then I jumped to another part of the dream where I'm talking to my wife. Now my wife had just gone to a doctor's appointment or went to the doctor. Went to the doctor. I don't remember being an appointment, but I know she went to the doctor. Well, you get the idea what I'm trying to say. So she went to the doctor, and I showed my wife some pills, and I told her, take these pills. I told my wife, take these pills. In my mind, I said to myself, hydroxychloroquine. Hydroxychloroquine. It was very loud and clear in my mind. It said all that already happened. My wife got severely sick of I remember of COVID. My wife had not gotten COVID when I made that video, and she got healed with ivermectin. So that part already happened. If you guys been following me, my usuals already know what the heck I'm talking about. In case some of you don't know, now I'm trying to find the original stamp that I have it on Odyssey right here. So I'm looking for it so I can show you guys, because on this channel I re-uploaded it, but it was uploaded 2 years ago, 2020. I'm trying to find these videos. Anyways, I'm gonna keep playing it. Hold on, guys. Hold on, hold on. Oh my goodness. Hold on. All right, guys. I was having difficulties. Can you guys hear me now? Please. You know what? I had the same problem with my Bluetooth earlier today when I was talking to someone. I keep hearing a strange noise in the woods. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna grab my gun, dude. What the heck is going on? Hold on, guys. Okay, we're good now. Hold on, guys. I keep hearing a strange noise over here. I don't know where I'm hearing this weird noise. It keeps going. "Bup, bup, bup, da-da-da, da-da-da." I don't know what it is. Keep hearing a strange noise, man. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like a strange noise. Now I get out of my car and I don't hear it anymore. So I got the cat over here. Yeah. Oh, just a weird, strange noise coming out of there. I don't know what it is, but very distracting. I don't know what it is. Oh, I forget about the whole video thing. I'm just trying to put I'm just trying to put clues together. That's all. And then I used to have flashlights, but I don't even have those anymore. I might have still have my light in the bag. Uh, I just don't keep hearing a weird noise. I don't know what that noise is. It's just so sad. I'm trying to do a live stream and my what are the odds that my Bluetooth has been giving me problems lately? Hold on, guys. I'm gonna see if I have a lamp in my car, in my bag. I want to see. I want to know what is that noise I keep hearing. I used to have two good lamps, and I ran them over on accident with the truck. And then I know I let somebody borrow my light, but I don't think they gave it back to me. Oh my goodness. Hold on, guys. I apologize. No, I thought so. I don't have my lamp on me. My headlamp. This is horrible, man. But there's just a strange, weird noise coming out of the woods. I don't even know what it is. I have no idea what it is, honestly. What are the odds? I'm finally gonna check what it is, and it's gone. And it's gone. I don't know what's wrong with this Bluetooth. See, that's another thing. That's why I hate everything that's made in China. Everything is made in China. Down to your underwear, everything is made in China. And the Chinese people, Chinese make the worst garbage, low quality garbage in the world. And they do it on purpose so that you'll always buy from them. It's like I remember when they used to sell things made from Japan, high quality merchandise. You buy something made in, you used to be able to buy something made in Japan, which you don't see it anymore anywhere. I don't know if you guys remember when you would buy something like a stereo made from like Sony made in Japan, Nintendo made in Japan. Everything like things that were just made in Japan were competing with American electronics, vehicles, high quality stuff that wasn't made with the thought of obsolescence. But with Chinese is like they've mastered obsolescence. My goodness. Like this, made in China, look, now it's breaking. Now it's not something that you could keep around for at least 5 years, 10 years, and then maybe one day in the future, like they say like 20 years from now, you'll find this Bluetooth here at a use like at a like Goodwill or a thrift store, and you'll be like, oh, I remember those Bluetooth. Oh, high quality, and then you could buy it. Let's say you buy it for like $2 at a thrift store, just to use it, just to mess with it or whatever. All the junk that's made in China today, you're not gonna find it at a thrift store when I'm 80 years old and my kids are in their 20s, for example, or our grandchildren, they're barely in their 20s and we're almost dying. You're not gonna find. I'm telling you, I don't even think thrift stores are gonna exist one day because all the stuff is garbage, sold at Walmart or Amazon, which is all worthless garbage. At least a lot of the stuff we still find in the thrift stores are stuff from the 80s, like old regular Nintendos from back in the days. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Miss Heminger. How you doing? It's all just garbage, and I'm telling you guys, this thing I haven't even had it for. I probably had it for 2 years already because my old blue pair just suddenly gave out on me. I didn't even have it for a year, but now it's like, and this was lasting me a little longer because with my new current job, you're not allowed to use the headset. So most of the time, I just use it when I get off from work or on my way home whenever I do a live stream because the microphone on my phone isn't working. But it's just amazing. So let me try to replay that video again. But I want to show you guys on Odyssey here instead. Uh, oh man. It doesn't matter. I'm not trying to prove anything. I'm not trying to prove anything. It doesn't matter anyways. Only maybe here on this communist YouTube, I'll be lucky if I even get 90 views on this live stream compared to Rumble. I probably should have done it on Rumble, but it doesn't really matter anyways at the end of the day. What I'm trying to say is uh the economy has been going down, is getting worse. I'm a truck driver. Let me tell you from my own personal experience. I don't want to be like I don't want to be like well, I don't want to sound like Fox News or CNN or some other YouTube channel, but I'm gonna tell you from my own personal experience what I'm saying. I'm a truck driver. If truck driving is doing bad, the economy is in the dumpsters. Because if it's in the truck driving industry, it's going to your industry next. I'm just grateful by the good Lord that I got good news today from my job, but it's only good for 6 months. And hopefully it stays like that for the next 6 months. But let me tell you what happened in my job. They had to downsize and consolidate the one of the routes because they don't want to hire more people. So listen to this. One guy is out because he got cancer. He's gonna be gone for a year getting his cancer treatment. Two, there's another guy that got hurt. He tore his ligament in his arm, and he's still out. Who even knows if he's gonna come back? Last time I spoke with him, he's on disability. He was supposed to already be back, and he's been gone for more than six. No, he got hurt. I want to say 2 months after the bid started. He was supposed to be back in 3 months, so he was supposed to be back 2 months ago. He still isn't back. And the job only waits for you for so long. Who knows if he's coming back? So the company's saying they don't want to hire more people. So they had to consolidate the routes and find a way to get rid. One of the routes they made it into a 2 day, so you're only grossing $1,000 a week. For me, that was unacceptable. I was gonna have to find me a part-time job somewhere else, or supposedly they said to work an extra day, but the problem with that is that that route was so far away. By the time you come back, you sometimes get back at 5 in the afternoon. So how the heck you supposed to work an extra day if you've been out there since let's say you left the yard at 7 o'clock in the evening and you didn't come back till the next day until like 5 or 6 sometimes? How the heck you gonna go and work an extra day? And they say, well, because you're on sleeper berth, your time reset. No, heck no, I can't work that way just to make $300. or go pick up a shuttle like they said. That shuttle's not guaranteed. So if everybody comes to work that week, you're stuck. You're stuck with $1,000. To me, that's unacceptable. Under with all the inflation, with the, easily you go like today. I bought myself a charger. I bought two chargers, one for my wife and one for me for our phones. And then I bought my kids some batteries for the controllers. And then that came out right there, $32 right there. Then I went and bought my vitamins, and I bought my electrolyte powders right there. I don't know why the lady decided to give me $5 off, but she gave me $5 off. It still came out $31. So you do the math already. Then after that, I went to go do something else. So easily I spent $100, and that's not even trying. All right, that's not even trying. So easily $200 go out the door easily. So I was already stressed out and panicking. I'm like, crap, I'm gonna start looking for another job. So I'm telling you from my own personal experience. See, Scooter says, Anthony, I used to live in Houston. I really recommend you move to Northwest Arkansas, like I did. So many trucking jobs here. Yeah, I'm looking into. I heard a rumor that they might get rid of property taxes in Idaho. I don't want to live in the snow, but property taxes are a huge problem. Huge problem. I know somebody else that moved to Arkansas, and he said they're hardly paying any property tax up there. But still, you still gotta pay property tax. And then what? You're in Tornado Alley. But anyways, my own personal experience. So then I was really stressed out already. But today I got a phone call that I'm not gonna be on that route. That somebody wants to work with me. So for right now, for the next 6 months, I dodged a bullet. So I dodged that bullet for right now. And I know a guy that just got fired at his job, UNFI. He got fired at UNFI, and he's panicking. He can't find another job. Well, I don't do over the road, Scooter. I don't do over the road. I made more money last year just staying local than going to Walmart and make how much you said? 85,000. I made more money than that last year. I made about 105 last year. What's up, Big Town Smurf? Howdy, Anthony. Been a while. Glad to see you. Still hanging low. Yeah, follow me on Rumble, man. Follow my links below. But anyways, I'm just telling you from my own personal experience and people that I talk to, what I've seen on the ground. The economy's bad. My light bill is getting higher each time. Uh, Groceries are through the roof. Don't come and tell me that, oh, Kamala says she's going to do it on day one. Camel told you think I'm stupid? I wouldn't vote for you even if you paid me. I wouldn't even let you in the front door, even if a Secret Service forced me to let you in my house. I wouldn't let you in my house. What a human trash, dude. You are garbage. You're garbage of a human being. Like, she goes on TV. Oh, can you believe the bus has connections to charge your phone? That's nothing new. Buses have had cell phone chargers for years. Long as I could think of, man. That tells me that you don't even ride the bus. That you got on there, you're like, oh wow. It's like, dude, you're mocking me. I used to ride the bus for many years. How you gonna tell me? I mean, only the most stupidest dumb person would like honestly think she's saying something that like, oh wow, she's one of us. She's not one of us. She's not a little people. She's probably filthy rich from politics, and you're trying to bring about your new world order. It's like, dude, people like that, one day the earth is gonna open them up, and swallow them if they don't repent. This time period feels just like August, September 2001 before a big event. Yeah, they're going to do something, I'm telling you, but the election has been overlooked. Look, realistically speaking, what the Lord has enabled me to see, the election has been decided, all right? Trump already won the election. It's just people got to go out when they're legally allowed to vote and vote him in. That's not the problem. The problem is all the barriers they have set up. 2020 never got resolved. I don't want to say too much on this corrupt network. That's why I'm starting to live stream more often on Rumble. Rumble only got 151 followers. Or what is called followers. And I'm getting the same amount of views. Actually, I'm starting to get more views over there on my videos. It's just that I stopped uploading there for like 2 months. So my view count went down. But I was already getting more views on there than on my videos than here. Even my live streams were getting like 300 views a video. I never get 300 views on here with with YouTube. I just happen to be on here tonight. But what's up, Al Cortez 173? I'm just here like sucking up the 5 viewership. Like the last live stream I did, was it around this? I can't remember. It was actually earlier. It was like around 10 o'clock at night on Rumble. I had like 19 people watching me. 19 people. I never have 19 people here watching me. One night, even up one, yeah, one night I should have screenshotted it. I had 40 people watching me on Rumble. 40 people. That's what I'm saying. Even when I had the 8,000 subscribers with the when they terminated my channel right on my birthday because of the they did it because the midterms were coming up and they were hoping to stop the Republicans for taking over the Senate, which they I'm not gonna get into those details. Um, how they took certain seats in the wrong way. We're not allowed to talk about that. See, you see how they're taking everything away from us? They're coming after everything. I'm telling you. And people need to wake up. They want you to be gay, killing your unborn, not having kids, and feeling guilty about things that are out of your control. That's how they want you. They want you to own nothing and be happy. They want you to surrender. And the American people have surrendered. So people need to repent. And they want you to be looking up to these charlatans because that's what they are. We are run by charlatans from the White House all the way down to the church. We are being run by charlatans. I'm telling you, man. Just a quick update. I'm down 30 pounds in 5 months. God bless you, man. Take back your health. I'm telling you, take it back your health. They're coming, man. They already came after our health. It's so easy to gain weight. So easy to gain weight. I remember a Cuban friend of mine told me, and I didn't know what the heck he was telling me at first, but he said that even the water in this country, you gain weight even with the water. And I agree with Robert Kennedy Jr. says that we have a health epidemic, and he's right. And I'm glad that he finally saw the light. I'm glad that he saw the light. That's one reason why I want to quit my job, but I have nowhere to go. That's why I want to quit my job because I want to do a very long fast. My goal is to do a 7 day dry fast. That's really my goal right now, and so I can so I could shake off some of this weight that I've gained. But I'm working right now. I'm taking B12 vitamin injections, and I'm just waiting to build. I'm just trying to build up my strength right now. But after that, I'm gonna start fasting again. Thank you for the support, Anthony. I use your advice of fasting at least 3 days. I do it once a month along with my exercise. If you could go 3 days, you need to go over that hump. You need to make it a fourth day. I'm telling you. Don't be scared. Go 4 or 5. I'm telling you. Right now, your goal should be to extend up to 5 days. 5 days. If you make it up to 5 days and you could ignore your thoughts and you feel good about it, go up to 7. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. Yeah, you'll get dizzy. You got to. There's videos on that on here. There's a guy I used to watch it. I can't even find his videos anymore. He's the one that really encouraged me to fast, and he encouraged me, and he showed me in his videos that when you get up from your bed, you got to get up a little bit slower. You got to do things a little bit different. In America, we have the best politicians money can buy. Yeah, we're not the ones buying them though. Scooter, we're not. They run everything, guys. I'm telling you, they've They've bought and paid for everything. They run your jobs, they run your schools, they run the roads, they run the stores you shop at. They're everywhere. You know, I don't know if I told you guys this. My daughter was in the hospital and she was practically dying, practically. But the Lord had mercy. What don't you talk about MGTOWN? Because I've talked about MGTOWN before a lot on my other channel. And the problem is you can't really talk about anything on here. What can we talk about here, honestly? And then we gotta be speaking in codes. Don't even get me started with the whole woman thing because that's just another. I've asked MGTOW Smurf. I don't know if he's still watching. He just commented right now. But oh man, don't even get me started with that. That's they've come after everything. They've come after our women. They've come after our manliness. They don't want you to be a man anymore. They don't. And I don't mean that just in a physical sense. They don't want anything for. I mean, they don't want you to. It's own nothing and be happy. It's all part of it. They don't want you to be a man. Look at all the cars. See, I spoke about this on my Rumble live stream 2 days ago or the day before. That they don't. They're all the cars that they're making today. Pay close attention. They're all feminized. All the cars are feminized. You're not gonna catch me ever driving a crossover. I'm sorry. A real man will not drive a crossover. That is a feminist car. I'm sorry, you're not cutting my balls off. You're not gonna catch me. Either I'm driving in a gentleman's car, like a sports car. Like today, there's an antique, or I don't want to say antique, but there's like a dealer in Conroe that sells like older vehicles. Last time they had an IROC Z28, very good shape. Before that, I saw a C4 Corvette. It was a see. I thought I heard something. It was like a 95, 96. I'm ready, man. I'm telling you guys, I'm ready right here. I'll live stream it too. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not feeling comfortable. Believe me, I'm not. I'm gonna take off the safety off the gun too. But anyways, going back to what I was saying, guess what vehicle they had? They had, I want to say, a 2005 Mustang Cobra Shelby, 23,000 miles. And to me, that's a manly vehicle or a pickup truck, a lifted truck, maybe even a Jeep. You know, a manly vehicle, a car that says you're a man, like the old school Ford Broncos. Remember those big giant Ford Broncos? Even those big giant Blazer. Remember those big Blazers? They was like a replica of the Bronco, but in a the Chevrolet version. Remember that, guys? Even Dodge made one. I remember. There were big manly cars like those Chevy Impalas. I don't know if you guys remember those, or I don't know if you guys remember too the the Buick Grand National Regal, the 6.6 turbocharged. Remember that old school car, or the Super Sport Impala? Those were all manly vehicles. I don't know if you guys remember that. But now I saw this guy at the gas station getting off a big giant, to me, they're big giant station wagons with black rims. And he thinks he looks cool off of it. He gets off of it with his pants that are super tight, with his big pop belly, like, dude, with his tattoos. You look like an idiot. You don't look manly at all. Like, seriously, if I would have picked you, lifted you in your car off of the face of the earth and dropped you off, throwing your car somewhere in the Middle East, they'd probably laugh at you. Like, look at that fruit bar. You'll never catch me driving something like that. So you gotta regain your manliness first. You know what I mean? Lose some weight. Don't get rid of the tattoos. Don't drive a crossover. If you have a crossover, go trade it in. Get yourself a F-150. I don't know. Use your imagination. Go get a Mustang GT. If you gotta have a brand new car, get a Mustang GT. The few cars that are left. Don't get that little 3-cylinder, 300 horsepower Corolla GR, whatever they call it. I wouldn't drive that. I wouldn't drive that at all. Yeah, I drive a 4-cylinder, but I mean, I got the SI. You don't see me driving the station wagon version of it. It's like, no, man, that's for my wife. Even look, even my wife, I bought her that Toyota Sequoia. That's a truck. It's just converted into an SUV. The Sequoia is the Tundra. You get what I'm saying? I drive a two-door German sports coupe rear wheel drive. Exactly, man. I don't know about Cybertruck. I don't know about Cybertruck. No, don't even get me started. We can't even afford. I can't afford that to begin with. It's like I'm not even gonna. I'm talking to regular folks here. Not. That's just like I'm not gonna go there. Don't even get me started. Man, it's just like there we go. A Forerunner. That's a truck. The Forerunner is the Tacoma. They just add the back part of it so you can take your family in it, or you know what I mean. That's a truck. You have a truck chassis. But these station wagons, crossovers, they are unibody. They're a car. They just lift them up, put bigger tires on them, and it's a station wagon. That's all it is a station wagon. Some guy told me, oh, well, they have a lot of space in them. They're roomy. Man, tell that to yourself. I didn't cut my balls off. I'm sorry. The Bible clearly says it. Many people like to point the finger at the gays, and the lesbians, or whatever you want to call yourself. You forget the part that says the feminine. You forget about that part, right? It's easy to point the finger at other people, but you forget the part where it says feminine. I hate the crossover. I call them cross dresses. Yeah, it's dude. It's just and look, it's like they're making them all crossovers with CVT transmissions. Even worse, CVT transmission. They want you to be slow, man. I'm telling you right now, man. And if you can find yourself a manual, more power to you. All the cars are feminine. They're all feminized. Even the cars are feminized. The men are feminized. Is like, and then you run into these 30-year-old men, almost 40-year-old men, and they're so immature. Or you run into a almost 60-year-old man, and he's spoiled. Spoiled. A man shouldn't be spoiled. That's not the way a man's supposed to act. Spoiled, set in his ways. Like, come on. Like, who sits there and complains? Like seriously, why are so pickups so high now? Almost too high to load. I don't know, man. At least they're not driving a crossover. At least they're not driving a crossover. Some of these cars have buttons to change gears instead of a shift. The guy told me, listen to this. The guy, do I even have his card? I think I left it in the truck. But the guy, RM, did you lose faith in Trump? My faith is in God, man. I didn't say I didn't. My faith is in Jesus, man. We're never gonna have that perfect world here. Nothing's gonna get better until Christ come and rules 1,000 years. We're gonna have difficulties and tribulations, and you know, it's up to us, the little people here, to set this ship the right way. Unfortunately, everybody's too feminine, busy driving crossovers, getting tattoos, and trying to go interracial, and they think that makes them happy. Heck no, not me. What else I gonna say? No, that's it. Just what can you do? But anyways, I'm not here trying to change people. But what's gonna happen here? What's up? What's up, Sharon Hallway? Hello, Anthony. Gold Dust joining the live. All right, where's Gold Dust? Guys, please check out my links below. Follow me on Rumble. I can stress that enough, because any day now this channel's gone. And this time I don't see myself I haven't even attempted to start a backup channel. For what reason? The backup channel might only get 2 views. It's pointless. It's pointless. So check out the links below to my Rumble channel, my Bitchute channel. And you know what I noticed? Bitchute now has live stream, but I don't know what happened in over there at Bitchute. I used to get like 500 views a video. Then they had their problem with their hosting services, and the government, the Biden administration, was trying to get Bitchute shut down. And I don't know what happened with all the people that were using Bitchute, but it's like everybody disappeared. It seems like nobody's getting views over there anymore. So I don't know what's going on over there, but we got to keep Bitchute in prayer because now they got live streaming. But I don't know what happened in Bitchute. I don't know what happened. Um, Kamala wants you in an electric car, Anthony. I don't care what she wants. I don't care what she wants. She also wants our gun. She wants a mandatory buyback. Did you guys hear about that? A mandatory buyback. Did you hear about the mosquitoes on the East Coast? No, I did not hear about the mosquitoes. I think about the genetically modified mosquitoes that about a year ago were seen being dropped off in a helicopter over Florida. There was millions of mosquitoes. They were just dropping them off in the helicopter. But it's not going to get any better. The economy will progress. Just like they lied about the jobs report. And they're lying that we're not in a recession. We've been in a recession for the last 3 years. Her VP pick and husband are feminine men. Oh, heck yeah. Makes me wonder, maybe those mosquitoes floated all the way up there. Like, why are you? That's something that was happening in, if you read in the book of Joshua, it speaks about that, how they were genetically modifying things during the days of Noah. It says it angered the Lord. So whenever they mess with nature, it angers the Lord. It kindles his anger against people. And that's why we're having all these problems in this nation because people are doing things to get God angry. But each time they're just doing more and more things to get him angrier and angrier. Hope your daughter is doing better. Oh, she's recovering. I just don't like how the hospital refused to use our blood and they forced us to use the blood from the bank. And I asked the doctor, hey, well, do COVID vaccinated people blood is that screen for that? Oh, we don't know. We don't do that. Blah blah blah. Hopefully, my daughter isn't a goner. Um, see what happens from there. I was letting there. Let her die. I guess at the hospital. Buzzy818. Hey there, Anthony. What's going on? So the economy will get worse from here to November. It's gonna get bad. Now, the part of that dream that I was sharing with you guys from that video I uploaded a long time ago, where I speak how Joe Biden was sworn in that in the back of that abandoned school, and there was a bank right behind him that was closed. It was a brick. It was a bank. Now, when they got sworn in, they were completely by themselves. I remember seeing another woman standing with them, if I remember correctly. But immediately I jumped to another place where I'm driving my SUV, a real SUV. This is a truck SUV, not a crossover, aka station wagon. I'm going down the freeway. I exit onto the road, and immediately I notice all the restaurants that are down that road because I know the area. Wallaceville and no, it's past Wallaceville. I forget the name of the street over there. I forget the name of the street over there. I'm trying to think the name of the road, but it's over there by Normandy and Channelview, Texas, close to I-10. There's two Domino's pizzas over there. There's a Chuck E. Cheese. There's a Peter Pan pizza. It's past US 90. If you guys want to look it up on the Google Maps and get an idea what I'm talking about. So I get onto the main road, onto the road, and immediately I notice all those restaurants are done, like Panda Express. Everything is closed, and this is like in the evening. And I'm going to meet up with my friend. I don't remember why I'm gonna go meet up with him. That's part of the dream. We are still fighting here in Australia for unvaccinated blood. Yep. Then they don't let me do it here. I got no rights here. Some people say, oh, in America, you have freedom of speech. No, we don't. Don't understand. We don't have freedom of speech. I'm sorry. We don't have freedom of anything. I'm sorry. It's total control, and it's only getting worse. I'm sorry, but some people don't want to see it. Some people don't want to realize. A lot of people are in denial here. People just don't get it. Okay, we have the Second Amendment, and it's going to waste. That's all I gotta say. So, anyways, going back to my dream. Now, when I got to the light, and I used to deliver for that Walmart. There's a Walmart on the other side of the traffic intersection. I look at the Walmart, and the Walmart is completely closed. It is a hard shutdown, and the dream I knew was a hard shutdown. That part of the dream has not come true because we had a shutdown and already had happened. Everything was almost reopened, but not quite. So I'm wondering if they're gonna shut everything down again. I'm wondering if they're gonna do it again because I kind of agree with Mike Martins. He said that there might not be an election. Mr. Nobody, what's going on? Anthony, I had a dream last night. I dreamt that I was buying a 4 pack of AAA batteries and they were $50. It's coming. It's coming. I remember when I had that dream. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about, where I saw a dozen of eggs for $32 and eggs are going back and up in price. What have they been doing for the last 4 years since Trump left was kicked out of no, since Trump was kicked out of office? What have they been doing? There's a war on food, there's a war on everything. I'm telling you guys, they're coming after everything. And Joe Biden says something very interesting that if he was going to accept the results of the election and if it was going to be a smooth transition, what did he say? He said it's not going to be a smooth transition. This man speaks out of his mouth sometimes accidentally if you pay attention. Anthony, your fans need more videos from you. I get discouraged when nobody watches the videos. That's why. Hey, walking journey, just having my dinner Thursday here. Huh? Where the heck do you live? Cause it's Friday night. I mean Friday night. It's Wednesday night for me. It was already past 12, so it's Thursday morning. Well, more power to you. Uh, I don't know. It's gonna be crazy in November. But I tell you one thing. I already said that if Trump does manage to get into office, I'm quitting my job. Cause like last time, the job started hiring right when he got into office. But I'm thinking, even if he does get into office, the economy is gonna be bad for the at least for the first 6 months. I'm guarantee you it's gonna be bad. It is so bad in NZ cost wise. In recession is bad. Well, Mr. Nobody, according to the media, we're not in a recession. So, what are you talking about? What recession? The economy is booming. Bidenomics is working. Like, my wife just got a phone call from her sister today, arguing with my wife that Bidenomics works. Bidenomics, New Zealand, mate. I'm a Mike in the Night guy. Oh, I wasn't sure where you were calling. I got another person. What's her name? Sharon Holloway. She's from New Zealand too. Man, I remember when I was like 16, 17, my teenage years, my dream in life was to move to Australia. I remember, but it never happened. When I heard the cost of living was really high, it just made me not want to go there. But I remember said, man, one day I'm gonna move to Australia. It just never happened though. And then, have you considered a call-in show? I would have to buy me a new phone, another phone again. I'm trying to cut expenses. I used to have a third phone line. I forgot to remember. They're devaluing our money. Yep. I want to say something, guys. I am very proud of RFK. He has so much respect for me. Honestly. Yep. 2,500, man. I'm glad that I've been buying gold. I've been buying since before it went up. I'm glad I've been buying gold. I'm planning to buy more gold as we speak. Oh, wow. No way. 4:30 p.m. Thursday here. Well, I'm speaking into the future then. So you're time traveling, watching me. Man, Biden is more Latin for I hate you. Man, what a disappointment, man. Yeah, RFK is a cool guy. I've always liked him. I've listened to him since years ago. Some people are barely finding out about him, but he's been outspoken since years ago. I remember I brought it up to a family member. Ah, that's not possible. How can you say that? Blah blah blah. They got really mad at me. I remember a family member of mine got really mad at me. My aunt, she got really mad at me because I mentioned RFK about tour. She came here. She visited me like 2 years ago. She got really pissed off. So a lot of people don't like him, but I'm glad. I just at first I didn't like the fact they said Biden is his friend, and he was trying to like kiss butt to these people, and he challenged Biden to the nomination, but they completely didn't even put him on the ballots. No Secret Service. I mean, they launched 51 lawsuits against him. I mean, it was just one after the other. He just caved in because most likely he doesn't have the money to fight it. Like he's, I mean, they practically made sure that he could not have a chance. I don't know why since the beginning he should have just be honestly he should have been Trump's vice president nominee. Honestly, that's what it should have been like. But he tried to hold on, and he noticed the whole Democrat Party machine was against him in court. Like you said, they had me in 51 lawsuits. He's like, I have no path to victory. They denied me a Secret Service. I'm not on the ballot in most states, and I got 51 lawsuits against me. Like you said, that's undemocratic. That's just something never heard of. And then during the primary, all the delegates went against him, and I mean, it was just they didn't even let him be on the debate stage because allegedly he didn't have the minimum requirement when during past debates they even had people on there with like 2%, but no, they didn't. I mean, he had 30% in some states. Why wasn't he up there on the debates? Like honestly, hi Jenny H. I tell you why, because the special interest won't allow it. He's totally against the vaccines, and he resonates with me 100% on that. He's against the corruption. He's against war. That's me. I'm against war. You know how many people? Listen, I'm going to a church right now where it's mostly senior citizen and fat people. I'm not making this up. Senior citizens and fat people. And they were talking about one day about Israel, how Israel this, Israel that, and it's a prophetic and the people of Israel. And I said, you know what? I'm sorry. I don't take sides. I'm against war. Joe Biden is funding both sides of the war. They're killing each other, throwing bombs at one and another. I'm sorry. And I said other things about, the Jews to them, which is like a truth bomb, because the church has been hijacked with this. If the mainstream is telling them to support the war, they're gonna support it. Like I remember when they went into Iraq, all these fake prophets and all these churches were telling people to support the war in Iraq because it was prophetic, and that if the United States went into Iraq, people missionaries gonna be able to come in and preach the gospel, which it was all a big lie. And then the radical Muslims, the Sunnis took over Iraq, and they started blowing up all the churches. So me personally, I can't support murder. I can't support killing. There's innocent women, children on both sides getting murdered and dying because of their political leaders. And they got mad at me because I said that. I can't support war. I'm sorry. And to this day, like they keep their distance away from me. They don't like me. It was already bad enough. I went one day to church with a Batman shirt on. They already mad dogged me because of that. And then I said what I said about the Jews and the war in Israel, and they got mad at me. I was like, how can you sit there and support them throwing bombs on people, and then the other side throwing bombs at each other? I'm sorry, it's just not me. It's like, dude, everything is a farce. I'm telling you. Hi, Anthony. I missed a lot of the stream. Don't worry, Jenny Age. You can watch it on replay. It's all good. Or Jane44 on Rumble. So, how do they support them after they look at your king? Exactly. And that's what I tried to explain to some guy there. I go, you ever heard of the Tomo? Do you know what they do to Christians in Israel? They spit in their face. Do you know they do all that? But no, the pastor's not gonna tell them that. I just want peace, and most Americans to do too. The problem is religion is the biggest problem in this world. Religion, communism, socialism. I mean, money is the root of all evil. So money controls religion, religion controls man, and the people on top are getting rich. It doesn't matter if they throw the bombs because somebody's making money off the bombs, and everybody's happy because the stockholders are happy, and so on and so on. They don't want peace. They don't want people getting along. They don't want people knowing the truth. They don't want people knowing about Christ. They don't want people. They don't want people like me preaching about holiness, obedience, getting right with God, being against the establishment, being against the culture. People don't want that. People don't want you to be healthy. I mean, the system doesn't want you to be healthy because then if you're healthy, like RFK talks about being healthy and exposing the corruption in the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, because nobody's going to make money. Meanwhile, Biden's at the beach catching some Z's. Yep, that guy's garbage. He's going to hell. In that dream, he faded into that void. He's still fading. He already dropped out. Then he's gonna be kicked out of office. The scribes still sit in the seat of Moses. Crazy when you find out who the scribes. They're still around today. Did you know that the Sadducees, the Pharisees, they still exist today? Did you know that? Did you know those people are still around today? The Talmud has been around for a while. I'm telling you, they're still around. They're still around. Did you know that they found the letter of Pontius Pilate in some museum and some record keeping in the Vatican? You'll be shocked what the Apostle Pilate said about the Jews of his time, how they had so much political control, and they were considered the high society at the time, how they had so much political power, and Jesus was a threat to their way of life while they were living in comfort, luxury, and the people struggling like today, the people struggling, and they were using the temple as a business. Pontius Pilate wrote a letter. It's well documented that Jesus was a threat at their time. That's why they killed him. Jesus was a threat to their money making operation. That's the problem we're having today. And I'll tell you something. If Jesus would have been born today, I'm very sure all these so-called Christians would re-crucify him. I tell you right now, the religions of the world today would still crucify him because he'd be a threat. Oh, he'd be a threat to people like Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, um, Joel Osteen. What is his? TJ Snakes. He'd be a threat to all these people. Cliff O'Dollar, that guy from your mafia not down there. He'd be a threat to all those people, man. Whatever the heck that guy's name. Liberals, even the Republicans. He'd be a threat to all of them. I don't know, I'd be red, but anyways, going back to the election, man. I'm telling you, the election's been decided already. But the problem is the powers to be. That's the problem. We don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know. But the remainder of the year, the economy is gonna get worse. Inflation. Remember, I'm telling you this. Some of you guys can record this and re-upload. Remember, I told you the inflation is gonna make a huge spike. a huge spike because they're gonna cut back. They're gonna cut interest rates, and that inflation is gonna accelerate. So prepare, people. I'm telling you, I thank the good Lord that I just paid off my credit card over 3 weeks ago. That's an extra 190, no, $170 a month more in my pocket, which it should help. So if you could pay off your car loans, student loans, even little tiny loans like a cell phone loan, pay that off because that's going to be extra income in your pocket every month. It's like you're giving yourself a raise. Forget this. I have memberships here, I have memberships over there. The only membership that should be justified is maybe a gym membership because that's for your health. You need your health to go to work. But besides that, guys, I'm telling you that inflation is going to make a huge comeback. And it's only gonna get worse before it gets better. It will eventually get better, but just not right now, guys. Just hold your horses, man. Hold your horses. Stock up on some food, some water, some ammo, some medicine if you have to take your medicine, because we don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know. These people, I'm telling you guys, I refuse to believe it's gonna be a normal election. Dude, it was bad in 2020. This is gonna be worse. I'm telling you, man. Man, I don't know, guys. I'm not hoping for the best. Now, hopefully, I'm wrong and nothing happens. Hopefully, don't let your wife see Johnny in the chat room. Keep it, player. Johnny, who's Johnny? Don't let your wife see Jenny in the chat. Anthony, keep it, player. Oh no, no. Jenny's a long time subscriber, man. I don't even know. I don't even know what she looks like in real life. I don't even know who it is. Here in LA for sure. No, is it LA or Louisiana? But telling you, man. Telling you right now, I don't hear anything outside. I'm gonna put my gun away. Telling you guys, there's supposed to be a huge announcement. I believe in October. They might make it earlier about the BRICS, the new the new world reserve currency, BRICS nation. That's gonna be a big blow to us if that really does come online. What happened to Lydia Bush? I have no idea. She disappeared right after my other channel got terminated. So that's what happened. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know what to think, man. The people are just weird, and what used to be considered normal now is considered weird, and now what used to be considered weird now is considered normal. Austin, too, probably lots of liberals there. There's quite a few down there, I tell you that. They're everywhere. Dude, there's a lot of Republicans that are just as blind. All they do is listen to Fox News. And have you noticed all these control opposition channels here on YouTube? They have a ton of subscribers. Let me see if I can see any here. Hold on. Let me see if I can find some just here. But there's a lot of control opposition channels. Let me see if some come up on here. It seems like everybody's getting recommended the same control opposition channels. It shouldn't be too hard. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the word Donald Trump and see what comes up. Are you still having to work with the subhuman? Yeah, but the good news with that, I'm not gonna be working with him after a week anymore. Somebody else wants to work with me, so hopefully it works out with my new partner, or hopefully it does. Oh my goodness, all the same trash is popping up. Mainstream media. I'm trying to see maybe one of these other guys pops up on here. Oh man. Oh wow. Yeah, all these I noticed all these control opposition channels, like they just want you to sweep it under the rug. Forget about the 2020 election. Nothing happened. They just want you to think, feel comfortable. You're gonna vote. They practically believe they have it in the bag already. That's something I've been noticing. Like people are just comfortable. I can't stand these. It's like how are they allowed? How come they're not shadow banned? If they're not shadow banned, and oh my goodness, oh I can't stand iPhone sometimes. Man, where? Well, they're not popping up on my wife's channel, but they pop up all the time on my YouTube account. They always pop up. I wish I knew some of these names. One of them is there's this one I can't stand. There's this guy. He's a drawing. He's in the hood. I remember when he first started, he had the same amount of subscribers I had on the other channel, and now he has like almost a million. It's like how's that? Like, dude, how is that possible? Seriously. Oh, well, getting all the same MSNBC, NBC News, CNN. That's all that pops up if I put the word Donald Trump. Sky News happens to show up right there. See, it's all the same trash, and I'm sure they tell you the truth, right? Forget it. I don't know what else to put. Conservative. Oh, that's another one. Conservative twins. Right now, if you're black and you're supposedly conservative, oh man, the white guilt love you and you're gonna get all the views. And they're running with it because they get to sell, they get sponsorships, they get to sell you stuff like shirts and mugs and bumper stickers and prizes. You know, they love it. You know what I mean? But if I put I don't know, Mexican conservative or brown conservative, they don't care about me because they want me to get deported anyways. They don't want me. They don't feel guilty about me. So they're not gonna watch my videos. I'm trying to see what words can I put so these stupid channels could show up. Yes, that's one of them. Conservative twins. They have 2.85 million subscribers. Of course, they're gonna have 2.85 million subscribers. Of course. But if I put wetback conservative, nobody wants. Oh, look at this one. This is even worse. This person. Oh, never mind. I'm trying to find the name of these other channels. Oh my goodness. I hate iPhone sometimes. I'm scrolling down and it takes me back. Charlie Clerk is one of them. This guy too. You see that guy? These are all control oppositions. I seen that guy too. Oh man, I get recommended those people. I don't even watch them. I do not watch them. X22 report. That's another control opposition. Oh, be peaceful. Be peaceful. Just be peaceful. Yeah, they're burning down your house. Oh, Mark dies. He's another one. I had a dream about that guy, so I don't even trust him. I don't even want to get into him. But while they were burning down, because of Kenosha, oh, be peaceful. I'm sorry, you're not going to burn my house down. I'm sorry, you're not going to burn my house down. You're going to get shot. You are not burning my house down or my business. You would have been shot. So when are you supposed to defend yourself? Because they're telling you be peaceful about it. In other words, take it in the rear end, and then one day, look, one day all these control opposition people are going to be telling you when they take the guns away, when they round up all the guns, or they force you to sell it to the government. Oh, be peaceful about it. Be peaceful about it. Yeah, just be peaceful about it, right? Yeah, I'm trying to think like, yeah, look up Rams Paul, listen to one of his shows. Yeah, all these people piss me off. They're all control opposition. Tyrone Mugis. Look at that. That's a new one. Tyrone Mugis. I was like, who are these people? It's like, yeah. Look, there's another one. LR Family. There's another one. Pff, I can't think of the names right now. I would have to like. I'm just tired already. I'm tired. I need to go to sleep. I got up like at 5:30 in the morning. Charlie Brown, you speak a lot of truth at the. Yeah, they're all control opposition. All be peaceful. The people in Kenosha, they were telling them to be peaceful. I'm serious. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. What did that get them? Honestly, where did that get them? Why the heck you even got a gun for? For what? Dude, I'm sorry to say, but gun ownership was not meant for hunting, collecting guns, having road rage on the street, shooting your poor innocent bystander. I seen people out here. They ruin their life. Like they get into some dispute with somebody on the road for road rage, and they don't want to get off their vehicle and just box and have some blows. Get off the car and it's just box. Be man to man and box. You're willing to almost hit my car, get me killed. I'm not even messing with you. I keep accelerating. I'm not messing with you. You keep following me and you're threatening my life with your vehicle. Let's pull over and box. So you pull over and then they get out and they pull a gun and want to kill you. Oh, now you use your gun? But the woke mob, the Antifa, the BLM, they came to your neighborhood, your house, they burned it down, and you let them burn it down. But then you want to shoot and kill over something really stupid and insignificant because you're not man enough to get off and just box. Or like the lady that honked the horn a few years back when I moved here. There was a lady, a guy, because he was texting on his phone because people love texting at the light. He's texting, right? The lady honks the horn because she lost patience. The light is green. You're not moving. The man followed her to the Walmart, shot her in the head. A mother of children and left all her children orphaned. But you're gonna let people burn your house down and your business down. Does that make any sense to you? Why didn't you take your anger and your frustration and go shoot a politician in the head? This this is going to ruin your livelihood. It's gonna raise taxes on you and you're gonna lose your house because you can't pay the property tax. And now Camel Toe is proposing a national, at the federal level, a property tax, which they're calling it unrealized property tax. I mean, unrealized gains, unrealized capital gains, which is gonna be like at 36 or 33%. I forgot. I think they said 30, between 33 and 38%. Might even be higher than that. But you're gonna go and shoot someone in the street. They didn't do nothing to you. You don't know them. They didn't do. Probably because they cut you off or they want to go faster and they go around you. You're gonna shoot that innocent woman in the head. They didn't do nothing. You honk the horn, but the politician is selling you out to the highest bidder, like the Chinese government, foreign officials, and your job's gonna get shipped out overseas. And then you can't pay for your food because they're robbing the money, they're robbing the taxes, they're stealing everything. Think about it. But don't leave them alone. And how do I know they don't fear you and they don't take you serious? Most of them walk around with no security. That's been my observation. Like that guy they called AOC Big Booty Latina. He just walk up to her like nothing. I seen him. I seen videos. I seen him on the fake news. They walk around with no security. I'm not giving anybody any ideas. But you want to sit there and use your gun to kill someone. And that's not what the Second Amendment was for. I'm sorry. And to think that the original people got angry and upset over a 2% tax on tea. And they started a whole revolution. And how much are we paying in taxes now? Property taxes is a joke. You don't own your property. Look at all of you that rent. How much is your rent? You're giving that money to the government. Your landlord might keep $200 out of your rent. Believe it or not. I'm serious. Your landlord might keep, if you're renting, you're watching this. I know one of my coworkers, he's paying $1,800 a month for a two-bedroom apartment. Out of those 1,800, I wouldn't be surprised the landlord keeps 100. The rest is all going to property taxes, and maintenance. And he might keep $100. He might make $1,200 in a year. He might off of your one apartment. Where's the anger in all that? Where's the anger in all? Sales tax? There's even taxes on your insurance, and it's all going to fund wars, fund foreign wars, and they get rich. What is it? Biden. I know Barack Obama became like the richest black man in the world, worth over $1 billion. Never had a business, never worked for anyone, and then he worked a little bit. I know he worked a little bit at a law firm, and he quoted that he was working behind enemy lines. I mean, that's how I feel when I go to a job. But just think about what I'm saying, guys. It's just something to think about. How twisted and backwards everything is. It's just it's just unbelievable. Here in California, you get charged 10 cents for a bag at fast food restaurant. And I don't know if you remember this Al Cortez 170. Remember the scandal that broke in Bell, California? How they were taxing the residents to death on property taxes, and it came out to light that none of the city council, the mayor, matter of fact, the mayor was an illegal alien. They didn't even speak English, and it turned out to be he didn't even know how to read at the time. This was back in, I want to say it was back in 2006, 2005, when the scandal broke out. People couldn't afford the property taxes; they were so high. The mayor was making $1 million a year. The city council members were getting paid like $800,000 a year, and then they were using the funds of the city to pay for their food, their bills, and then it came out to light that none of the government officials or government workers were paying property taxes. Zero. Matter of fact, one of them was a state representative for Bell. He was paying no property taxes. Now I don't remember what happened to them because I didn't keep up with I didn't keep up with that. But can you imagine how many of your local city members, council members, mayors? I know the Houston one. The Houston mayor makes like, was it last time I heard it was $450,000 a year, and they gave him a debit card where he charges all his expenses and bills on there. But can you imagine how many city council members, mayors, state representatives, federal senators, and congressmen? They're not paying no property taxes, and they got insider trade, and they pass laws. And they say like you run a business in that city and you didn't give any money to their campaign, or you didn't you endorsed the other candidate that was running against them. Can you imagine they pass laws so that you will go out of business and your competitor will have an upper hand on you? And these politicians, they get filthy rich. They get filthy rich. So I'm telling you, that's the way they roll. That's the way it's done. All right, I'm down to 6 people after having 15 for a brief moment. Yep, huge corruption in Bell, California. What's up, Charlie Brown? So if you guys could do a little research about what happened in Bell, California, it might have been 2005, 2006, 2007. Huge. It shed some light on the government corruption. I don't remember it was it got exposed exactly. I just know that people couldn't pay their property taxes. Some people were paying $20,000 a year in property taxes. It's just something outrageous, and it's happening here. None of the roads are fixed. There's potholes everywhere. We have a huge lack of infrastructure all over the country. And oh yeah, you're right, Vernon. Didn't Vernon get annexed by someone? Now that I remember, didn't Vernon, California, last time I was there, got annexed because the corruption was so big? They had to dismantle the government. The government here. It's just, but you know what happened in Bell, Vernon? Oh, they're still independent. Okay, I guess they never did. But I'm gonna tell you something. You're gonna say, "Oh, that was exposed," and there is justice after all. No, most likely they took them out for some reason. They most likely didn't obey someone or pass some policy, or they double crossed someone that's higher than them in government, and they took them out. That's it. Because the media won't usually doesn't expose stuff like that. You know what I mean? They something happened that they got. It was just to get rid of them. That's all it was. It's just more corruption after more corruption. That's all it was. Because these people never get in trouble. I mean, look at Chucky Schumer. That's another one. That guy is so evil. Look at his face. That guy's a multimillionaire. He is so corrupt. Nobody likes him. I saw a video of him walking in New York. You would think, well, yeah, he's in a blue state. Democrat runs city. No, man, I saw a video of him walking. I think it was through Times Square. You would think they love. Oh, I mean, people were booing him. I hate you. Some guy yelled at him. Your days are numbered. I hope you die. Just horrible insults, man. Just, I mean, they were just letting him have it. And he was just smiling, like kind of like laughing at them. Why? Because they control the voting system, so he's never gonna get voted out of office, even if everybody votes for him. Again, I'm not alleging anything, and we could talk about that on Rumble, but nobody wants these people. Nobody likes these people, and I'm telling you guys, we gotta think. We gotta think. We gotta really think hard what's going on. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go because the city council lived in houses owned by the city rent free. Yeah, they didn't pay no property taxes. None. None. I'm telling you guys. But then all these people, I don't know, guys. I don't know what to think anymore. I don't know, man. I gotta be careful, I guess, what I say. We got no freedom of speech, anyways. I'm gonna close the. I'm gonna close all this up. Oh crap! I remember now. I haven't opened this up in a long time. Oh yeah, yeah. Hold on, guys. I gotta. There's a reason why I don't open this up. I gotta get it fixed. Should have not opened this up at all. I wonder who the heck was making all those noises. Yep, I remember now. I almost forgot. I almost forgot. I gotta get my moon roof fixed. There we go. I almost forgot. Own nothing and be happy. Even Kamala Harris, camel toe, admitted just like probably like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, that we're all gonna be the same. See, I already know. I used to live in California. I know what it's like. Everybody's the same. You're either renting or you got a mortgage. Everybody's eating the same thing. Everybody's dressing the same way. Everybody's driving the old junky cars. Everybody's living. If you don't believe me, ask Al Cortez 173. He lives there. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody be the same. Nobody get ahead. Nobody be ahead. Even if you own a business, everybody's the same. Everyone's the same. That's how she wants us to be. They want to turn the whole country to California, and people better start wising up. And there's actually people that support all this. To support all that. There's actually people that support that. There's actually people that support that. And let's not be like the Jews that were in Egypt. They got stuck there. after Joseph and all his brothers died, and it took Moses to get them out of there. Nah, let's not be like those people that forget. They forgot about Joseph. Even the Egyptians and the Jews forgot it. Well, the Israelites. Well, now they're called the Jews, but I'm talking about the Israelites. Because these modern people have nothing to do with the Israelites. Let's just be honest. But that's a whole different subject. But let's not be like them. You know what I mean? I still remember the good old days. I don't know what the next generation is gonna do. Because most of them, I don't know, they had it so good, they're spoiled. Just like that guy Brian Fritz. He had it so good that he don't even want to work. He's just there complaining, complaining, complaining. That's the future generation. Just like Brian. It's sad, dude. It's just really sad. I can't stand people that are spoiled. It's just like, no, man, I can't stand spoiled people. I just can't stand. They live in small apartments, all packed, and fight for parking on the streets. Yup. I remember those days. There's no parking in the street because there's like 10 families living in one apartment. And that's coming to your city near you. Don't say, well, I live in a red state. That's not going to happen. No, they want to implement this nationwide. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to convince you, but actions speak louder than words. Let me disconnect this. Gotta take all my stuff back to the room. I'm thinking of taking a shower because I feel sweaty. Anyways, God bless you. Jesus loves you. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Um, Next year, after the election, coming February, the economy is going to be really bad from January. Further as I'm seeing is at least February, March is going to be really bad. I don't know. That's the furthest down I can see. Um, I don't believe, honestly. I don't see how this is going to be. That's coming from my own personal opinion and listening to a little bit of Mike Martins. I agree with him. I don't see how it's going to be a regular election. I just don't see it. I don't understand what's going to happen, how this all going to go down, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we're just going to, I might be at work. I don't know. Maybe we'll all be at home watching the elections on TV, and maybe things will play out in a different way, but that's why they told Biden to step down. The election has already been, the problem isn't the people voting. The problem is the system they got in. I keep saying it. And the election's already been decided. It's over. Trump is the winner. I'm telling you right now, Trump is the winner, but it's easier said than done. I don't know explain it to you guys. And I can't say much on here anyways. God bless you. Jesus loves you. Comment, rate, subscribe. Please follow me on Rumble, Bitchute, links below. And if you guys want 20 free dollars in Bitcoin, make sure you get it off the exchange though. Check out my links below. It would help me too because I get a referral too. I don't work for these people. One is on Coinbase and the other one's Uphold. So check them out, guys. Um, get your, make sure you buy your crypto, your gold, your silver, and God bless you guys. Comment, rate, subscribe. Have a good night, Al Cortez. I hope to update you soon with more weight loss to report. Yeah, hopefully I could update you soon myself. Have a great night, Anthony. Until next time. Thank you, Sharon Hallway. I don't see anybody else. I guess that's all. You guys have a beautiful night. Comment, rate, subscribe to all you eight people watching. Make sure you hit the like button, please. You guys have a good night.